Yo, 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 yo. We are live. Although, unfortunately, I think my chat is broken again. So that's fun. I really gonna need to figure out a, like a redundancy for that. Chat, what is this? Trying to see if I can, yeah, see, that's... I can easily pull up Twitch chat, but... there is not a good way to pull up YouTube chat without getting some sort of plugin. Which is where most of my stuff comes from. We'll have to look into some stuff. Anyway. For now, it's broken. And we'll just have to keep an eye on things on here. Anyway. First thing I wanted to do... we got a bit to do here. Let's look at our patch notes here. I did have an idea I want to write down before I forget. It's under here. It's gonna be... I was thinking of old god requirements to kill cards. That's just an idea. That's a whole lot of nothing right there, but all right, so you know what, let's do this. I don't know how to do this. There we go. Cool. Kind of getting my setup here figured out. Okay. The thing is, I have to work around my chats not being integrated. Not that I really get much on Twitch, but if I am streaming there, like, I kind of gotta, you know, at least pay attention to it. All right, what do we have left? So we've got consider weaker death effects. That's something we definitely have to do, because that is currently, that's what we're starting on working on Wednesday, but we did a tier list instead. So we got a little tier list. I do kind of want to compare that to relative power of a few other things. So I might do like a little list of that, and we might talk about that for a bit before we figure out exactly what's happening. I'm muted, aren't I? Wait, no, I'm not. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. Did I not unmute? I'm not. I did. I did unmute. Look at that. Pro streamer right here. Anyway, as I was saying, I do want to compare a few relative power levels of things so we can help figure out what we need for each of these cards here for their death effects. And then let's see, what else we got? We may have to change power level of certain old god cards. I don't know how much I want to do that until I get the death effects under control, but we'll see. I do want to you know, I think this guy, hold on. This shouldn't be crossed out yet because I do need art for it. I'll put it here. I ended up calling this the Blight Might because I thought it was funny. And then we need art. So we need to do some art for that. So we got a lot of little things to do. And then there's some like rule stuff that we need to take care of. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it all goes. And then maybe giving Ravager a better attack, but and we still could potentially work on Cleric. Because Cleric doesn't really have well, they just feel uninteresting, but so we could do that, but we'll see. But we're going to start with old thought experiment here. So there's a lot of different things. I kind of want to like figure out the relative power of different rewards and sort of different relative powers of actions you can take and different things you can get in the game. So like for example, units are number one, right? They're probably the weakest thing you can get, but they can build up to be a lot. Then you have like power level on the other side of that for the monsters, which should in theory be, you know, basically the same it should be the same sort of, it should be a 1-to-1 power level in units. This is kind of like a weirdly conceptual graph because there's certain things that are more powerful than others. And I guess there's like one for each card type, right? There's one for minions. So minions probably right above power level in units. Then we got like heroes. And monsters. It's probably better to just do this. And the reason we're doing this is because if we're trying to figure out what the death effects of monsters are, we really need to get down what exactly what's the most powerful things you can do, because like card draw is one of these. This just feels like one of those things that's like kind of too conceptual to map out. Like how do you compare card draw to like just having a card, you know? But there a way to like select these better? Like if I hit control, like or control click, yeah. Yeah, there we go. And of course there is, I need to stop doing that because that's not what I want to do. We got like player lands. I guess we can just do this. Old God. We're gonna have to compare all these things. Struct T viewers. I'm not entirely certain how this is going to work out, but I might not even do this completely right now. But I want to at least get it laid out. Because it's something that might be a little hard to do in a vacuum without other people letting me know what they think, but I guess we got spells as well. I guess there's player. Stop it. There we go. Actually, I guess with this, where is it? Like with card draw, there's actually player and monster card draw. Or old God, really. So that's something we're going to figure out. Might not do that right this instant, but I do want to figure out the relative power levels of everything, and so that way we can balance these cards. I guess we'll put them out in a rough order because we're here, right? Like I said, units are probably... Oop. Can't hit alt, gotta hit control. Units are probably the weakest thing. Along with power level. Power level and, like I said, units should, in theory, be on the same sort of scale. When it comes to this, let's see. And then minions are kind of like monsters units, more or less. Actually, you know what? I think I am gonna wait on this. I'm gonna wait on this for a minute. I need to, oops. Did I unpin this? Is that what I did? 'Cause I don't like how this is. Oh, come on. I don't like how it's sitting in front of everything. Ah, We don't want to generate AI stuff. Come on. Maybe if I do this. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, actually what I'm going to do first, I think what I'm going to do first is actually it might... I think I'm just going to do art to warm up my brain. My brain is too tired to think conceptually right off the bat. So let's actually just do I want to do some card art. Hi, kitten. Hi. Where are you? I do want to pull this up. Where is it? I guess just in my Armies Against Entropy folder. Art. Let's see. Card art, monsters. Let's just pull up something similar to start with. Let's pull up Abyssal Horde. And we're going to want to save this as... Just resave it and start over. We want... our new creature, which we are calling the Blight Might. That's the name I decided. And this should be the this will end up being the new baddie. And honestly, I don't know why I really started with this, because I feel like I need to kind of start over. What the heck was that? There's a weird noise in my house. Probably gonna get murdered. Okay, so my thought is... I'm gonna start with something darkish. Although maybe not that dark, because that's going to be hard to do any sort of line art. I lied. We're going to start with this color. Sometimes I don't know why it does. Photoshop does the things it does. Alright. Start with a sketch, because I want kind of... So my thought... Now, weird creepy bug warning. I want to do like a mite, right? And I feel like something that looks like this is kind of cool. For like a creature. It kind of looks like a head crab, you know? Little scary guy. They're kind of cool looking though. So yeah, I almost think like this sort of perspective. They don't really have eyes, do they? I'm blind. I might give mine little eyes, but something like this, essentially. So they basically have like a bunch of little front feet, and then two little pincers, and then some weird back feet. They really do look like head crabs. It must be where they got the idea from. All right, but I'm gonna have this up as a reference here. Behind me. I'm not gonna keep this little creature out here, but for now we're doing that. I do need my info slot here to figure out my blocking here though. So we got a little, let's just start with a different color. So we got our little creature in the foreground. And it's gonna have a little little claws. And then it'll have some little feeties. Some on the other side. And then another set here. Something like that. And a little smaller feet here. I might give it more. There's a lot going on in the front here. So I might honestly give it like less. I'm drawing right on the rip. Alright, we're starting over. It's always weird drawing for these because it's like I have so much card to work with, but I really don't. This is the focal point. Alright, I need a new layer. I should make it a little bigger. Give me some more to work with. I do kind of want it like in the foreground though, so it's like I can have stuff going on over here. I think I might give it more like pincers almost. It's probably gonna be more there-ish. I kind of do want to give it almost like spider eyes, like multiple eyes like that. Maybe not quite 8 eyes, but because they're bug-like, but they're not real bugs, you know? Maybe give it like a little fangs. Like that. I don't mind if it's slightly cute. Even if it is kind of creepy. So we got a little... He's gonna need to move up. Kind of like the two weird, like a mite has like these two front legs and then like weird lower back legs. It's kind of almost like a skull shaped because I got this sort of main body that kind of comes like this. Almost. I mean, that's a little excessive, but it's got this sort of shape. And it's got these back legs back here, which I think is interesting. And no one can tell me different. I mean, I guess I can. You can tell me different. The perspective is kind of off here, but no. I kind of want it like drooling. And it's gonna be like eating something. I kind of actually want like this little claw to be like holding something. Kind of pincer like. It's got another one coming out here. One of the nice things is whatever we come up with, it'll be good. It doesn't have to be based on something, so it can be original. And if it looks not like something that exists in the real world, then that's okay. Because it's not. It's the fun part about monsters is they can look weird and not actually... it doesn't matter. Your anatomy and whatever can be off, but end of the day, they're not a real thing. So if it is off, you can just blame the fact that they're a monster. Yeah, it's actually really interesting, these little creatures. There's really not much to them. I mean, they're like very simple, tiny life forms, you know? I was almost thinking like, because I want it to be like, because these things eat land. At least that's the idea of them. And I feel like it eating like a field, like corn or something, is probably a good way to do it. Like to illustrate it. I think it can honestly be smaller. Kind of wondering if I should give it wings though. Kind of Beetle-esque. I think it's kind of cool. And then we can have just like a bunch of them in the background, like flying around. Just like a swarm of them. And then have like here maybe be like, oh, you have another one kind of eating stuff. I think I kind of want to like I want to have like a little shell almost, but it's not gonna cover its wings. It just looks like hair. Obviously it's not like, all right, I need to look at beetles for a second here. Trying to think how they're I should know because my name's Beats. I don't know why I said it like Beats, but I did. Yeah, they got like this little, they kind of got like rounded like that. I kind of like them having like, I mean, I'll just do like a little detail like that. Like a little side wing. Because I kind of don't want them to be covered necessarily. Like that they look like a little circle. It's little circle guys, you know? Hello, how's it going? Elemental Magic's card game. What's up? I am working on some card art right now for my game, Armies against Entropy. It seems like you too like card games, judging by your name. Yeah, I work on a card game. Awesome. Very nice. What's your, I guess I'll explain mine real quick if you don't know. It's, I am making it's a cooperative, you know, I guess cooperative resource management, card game. Think of like, I guess it kind of plays a bit like, you know, Magic or any sort of other, you know, card game with a lot of text, except it is more, let's see, it is more, you know, like again, a cooperative. So right now I'm working on some of the monsters. These are the current cards, but I'm trying to make a few of these guys. There's a new monster in town, and so these are those, and there's lands and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, cooperative card game. Some sort of it's very like a simplistic resource management. There's only a singular resource, but and then, you know, there's the player deck as well. So, you know, 2 players will team up together and they fight a deck that is basically, it plays its own cards and attacks in certain orders and stuff like that. So yeah, what about your game? What kind of game are you making? Mine is a perfect information card game where you start with all the cards in your hand. Okay. Cool, cool. Sounds interesting. Alright, this little guy is gonna be eating something. I'll do a different color and different... I don't want him just eating a corn. Just eating some corn. It's a little bite out of it. You take turns with your opponent building your hand at the start of the game. Okay. Cool, cool. There's also a Blitz version where the game where you start with a fixed hand if you want to skip the draft phase. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, like sort of a like deck building at the beginning. That's pretty cool. My game doesn't have deck building yet, but I really do want to have it. It's just a matter of finding balance in the game first. But yeah, not quite there yet. let's see. Actually, I should check you out here. Do you have a Ustream or anything at all? Because I feel like you don't know. Okay. I'm trying to find more people who do, like, I feel like there's not as many, I don't yet, but I can see the beta version of the game, at elementalshowdown.com. Okay, yeah, I'll check it out. It's playable, has many quality of life issues with the interface. I feel that, dude. Yeah, I feel like there's not a whole heck of a lot of, 2 months deep into a big refactor right now. Yeah, no, I feel that. This game's about currently, I think it's actually about 2 months old, but I did just do a pretty big update trying to get some of the stuff to actually work. But yeah, the what am I trying to say? But yeah, I'll have to check out your game. It's interesting because I'm you know, I'm trying to connect with, like, you know, a lot of different people in the, you know, board game community and the, you know, tabletop game community and that kind of stuff. But there's not a lot of, like, content creators for that, I feel like. There's a lot more, there's a lot in, like, the indie video game development people. And, you know, people exist who are doing, you know, the board game thing. You can find them on, like, Discord servers and stuff like that. But I feel like there's not nearly as many content creators for that kind of stuff. Not that it's, like, bad or anything. It's just kind of interesting. This is the first big project I've done on my own, so a lot of I do is rewrite my own code when I learn a better way of doing it. Yeah, I get you. I totally get that. Yeah, so this game isn't, you know, isn't coded or anything. It is all, wait, are you doing a physical card game or are you doing a, sorry, I'm taking a peek at your website here. Is it a physical game or is it a digital card game? No, all digital, okay. Yeah, right now I'm kind of just doing, like, more or less a prototype, so I don't actually have, I want to do a physical and a digital release. Right now I don't know anything about coding. So right now I'm basically doing a physical one, and I'm doing all the prototyping in Tabletop Simulator, essentially. So I'm kind of get a really, you know, base game good and set, and then once I have that, I do want to learn coding and see if I can get something to work. But that's the goal, at least. Yeah. That is my goal. Okay, this is looking kind of like what I wanted it to. If you haven't, if you actually do, you know, if you're, obviously you're working on the cards and stuff. If you haven't, I would highly recommend you check out Dexterous, the site that I'm on where I was showing you my cards. If you haven't used it before, it is extremely useful for card creation. I just recommend it to anyone who's making a card game. Just because it's just so freaking useful. It basically lets you create a spreadsheet, and then you take that spreadsheet and then it auto-populates all your different cards for you. So if you don't have something like that, it is insane. It's so useful. Because like I used to, go in Photoshop and type in everything, and you'd, do your text and all that. Obviously, I still have to draw the card art. You can't like it's not, or if you, whatever kind of commission it or AI or whatever the heck you want to do. But yeah, once you have your card art, you can, essentially all you do is you go to layout, so you make your layout of your card, right? So you put it where everything is, all the text boxes, like base text is here. And then it's a little easier on my soul cards. I think I have them written out a little better. Yeah, you can see like everything written out. And basically, yeah, you take a spreadsheet, you do it in the format, and then you basically, I can make like huge changes. So if I want to like, change all these little, all these attacks strongest or weakest, or, I want to change a monster to a minion. I just have to change one thing, and then I populate it on my sheet here, and it changes everything. So yeah, if you need to create cards like that, it's great. You can just export them in like a bunch of different formats too. So, and it's free. So I pay for it technically because it gives you a little more storage, but for most projects, I feel like it's pretty nice. I have essentially a version of this. Okay, cool. But yeah, I always try to let people know that it exists because it was a huge game changer for me. It was something I was like, oh, how did I not know this before, or something like it. No, wait, I didn't mean to do that. I'm drawing on the right layer. Okay. I guess I kind of want, let's see. I guess the idea is like everything's gonna be kind of barren here. Oh, YZ, yo, what's up? Wow, this is looking good. Thank you. Yeah, this is the new card. Sorry, my combined chat is like broken yet again. So I apologize if I have to bounce back and forth to see y'all's chat here. So we got YouTube and Twitch, but of course YouTube is not connecting. Because apparently it's down for some reason. Which sucks, because they let me know at like 6 it was gonna be down on the Discord. But yeah, this is the new card. This is the Blight Might. That's what I decided on. Good 6-minute delay, it seems. No, it's not even the delay. That was just me mostly just not paying attention. Because I have to look at 2 different chats and look back and forth. And we had some got a new friend here on Twitch, so I was looking between both chats. So I apologize for that. That's my fault. Okay, fun name for the little critter. Yeah, I thought it was kind of cute. Some good alliteration. Yeah, there's a few different things I bounced back and forth between, but I thought Blight Might was fun. I think I want this to be like a field, so I guess it's got kind of like rolling hills, right? So you get kind of like, oh, that's too much. Because yeah, the idea is this thing eats land. Gotta have a horizon somewhere, but like that kind of look. I've lost all sense of my layer structure. It doesn't really matter. This is a sketch anyway. Merge layers. There we go. And have like some crops in the distance. They're gonna be eaten. And I guess I kind of want a sort of like a plowed field sort of look. Which I shouldn't be closing my let's see here. Sorry, my whole thing is like a mess here. I really need to get some like backup systems from when my chat goes down, because right now I just have like nothing to nothing to help. Yeah, I kind of want this sort of look, like a plowed field kind of deal, to kind of give the idea that there once was crops here. Like this kind of look. Is there like, yeah, kind of like a hilly. Is hilly a word? I guess so. Like this kind of look. But yeah. But yeah, so yeah, we're just drawing this little guy. Kind of want that, this sort of look. I don't know exactly how to accomplish that. I don't know if I want it to kind of, the striations to go this way for that, or if we want them to go like across the grain. I think we probably want them to go this way. Yeah, I think that'll look better. Let's do like a lighter color here. Probably should change this to like art on a. Did I just pin your message that said interesting? I did. Delete this message. That's hilarious. No, wait. I apologize. I just deleted your message for no reason. For no good reason. Anyway, here we are. I don't know how to use these programs. I pinned it and then I deleted it. I'm good at streaming, I swear. Oh, God. I think this detail will mostly be shading, and there won't be like line art for it. So I probably don't even need to draw it right now. Why is it beeping at me? Oh my God. Y'all, I'm failing horribly. There we go. I don't know why it does that. Does anyone use Photoshop here and know why the heck it... Oh, I fix it? I think I fixed it. Okay, I don't know what I did. Sometimes like it'll get like that where it just starts like doing the like you press too many buttons at once sort of thing. Don't worry, I've seen worse. Yeah. I'm only slightly scuffed. Okay, let's actually get to line art because this is as basic as we need to get. Line art time. Only a slightly scuffed streamer. Let's start, well... Let's see here. Got a little arm. Getting real in there. I'm trying to decide if I want him to have... I guess he should have more than one knuckle here. He's looking very head crab-like. Sorry, I tend to use Krita and GIMP and don't use Photoshop. All good. Yeah, no, for some reason, like, I hit something and it just, like, makes it so it goes a bloom, bloom, bloom noise, and I'm like, I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did to offend you, Photoshop, but I'm sorry, I guess. One day I'll figure it out. I'm probably, like, I think what I'm doing is, like, I'm hitting, like, the menu buttons, and then somehow it's, like, I don't know. It's doing some weird stuff. Now the goal is to make his arms not look too much like a croissant, because now I can't unsee it. I can't unsee the croissant. Now that I've just seen it. I kind of trying to figure out if I want a better way to like attach the arms, because right now they're kind of just free floating. So let's look at a reference. We are referencing a real life mite, which I guess kind of just, they just kind of like blorp back in there. There's no like transition. God, these things are weird looking, huh? I guess there's kind of like a little clump. Kind of just wrinkly. I don't know. Here we are. Weird wrinkly bug boys. I guess something like that, maybe. Honestly, it might not even need a line. It might just be a, again, a shading thing I do later. I kind of want these little, well, here. Let's get the other little fang in. Or a pincer, I guess, in this case. And then it's got another one coming here. Well, this is more of an arm than a pincer. I guess I should shout this out while I'm drawing and not talking at all. If you are new here, I do have a YouTube channel where I talk about my games. I only have one video on this game so far, but I do a lot of live streams and stuff like that. So if you are curious, got videos. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers. It's part of the reason I throw it out there, because I'm very close to being monetized. So, that's exciting. So just throwing it out there. Doing some self-advertisement. Some shameless self-promotion, as it were. But yeah. If you're interested in some cool videos, at least I hope they're cool, they're on there. This doesn't make sense in perspective. I broke it. There we go. Kinda, I think I'm gonna do that. No one ever said it had to be perfect. Again, it's a monster. If it's, if it looks wrong, then you just blame it on it being a monster instead of, why does it keep doing that? There we go. Let's do it like that. I don't think I really should even draw the eyes. I think I'm just gonna, I think those are just gonna be red. Or, I guess, our case, magenta, because that's sort of the color we go with here for these guys. Makes them look creepier. Let's see, to be fair, legs don't... You know what I should do? I'm gonna put YouTube over here. Sorry, give me a second. There we go. Now I can see YouTube better. To be fair, the legs don't look too far off of croissants on the reference image. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, they kind of got these like weird little knuckly things. There we go. Now I should see YouTube better. Because it's kind of like off on my other screen. Because normally I have my OBS with the combined chat, and it was not in the right spot. Yeah, the perspective I think is going to be off here, but it's okay. I am not too worried about it. These are fake creatures. I guess their body would be like that. You can see the wing from the other side. Got little weird tiny little wings. Yeah, this is how I'm gonna do it. That, and that goes there. No, this goes... There we go. Much better. Got those big, like, I don't even know how many inch monitors, like 30-inch monitors. So it's like sometimes when it's not right in my line of view, I have to like, I'm gonna do one of those. First world problem right there, but that's about right. Make a little line here, line here. It's a little mouth. I kind of think I want the eyes to be looking down more, like it's looking at what it's eating. Goes nom 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 nom. It's a noise it makes as of right now. This is kind of a chill drawing kind of day. At least currently. I was gonna do more dev sort of stuff. I might get to that, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, let's remove the sketch and see how bad it looks. Did I really do what I just think I did? Oh no. Drew on the wrong layer. Oh. Time to undo everything. How much of it? Yep, literally all of it. Well, this is why, big recommendation to anyone drawing. Make your sketch transparent, so you can tell when you're drawing on the wrong layer. So now I have to redo all that. In theory, it could have just drawn over stuff, but I don't really feel like it. 6 and 1/2 dozen in another as far as other stuff. Wrong layer, bingo space is pretty much the free space. Even when the skeleton is transferred. Yeah, sketch, skeleton, yeah. Yeah, it happens all the time, too often. Bane of every digital artist's existence. I wonder if this should be more back, like this, if that would look a bit better. It's too small then. But yeah, very true. Definitely a free bingo space. No doubt there. I feel like it needs like the underside of its mouth here. I feel like I kind of just gave it the top of a mouth, but not the bottom. I think that makes more sense. I think that's that. That makes more sense. And this, I guess, needs a... There we go. He's like a weird little guy. I think this needs to be more up here. Still not happy with the wings. What if I put them like up instead? I think what I'm gonna do, just want to make him a little circle. Let's make him a little guy, and then kind of tack the wings on after, because I think I'm going to have them be transparent. They're gonna be a transparent, like pinkish color. Just testing outlines here. All right, I need just more reference. Trying to decide how I want to do this. I don't know. Yeah. Problem right now, I'm here. Oh, let me explain my issue here. Problem is, this wing is fine, I guess. It's whatever. But the problem is, if I have this other wing, doesn't really make sense in perspective. So I feel like it needs to be different. Oh, I guess more like that, maybe. Wait, with sudden inexplicable explosions. Maybe. I think that actually might be it, though, right here. And this would just be on the opposite side of its body. This isn't quite right, but it's almost there. Just needs to like connect farther back and maybe be a little bit less wide. Okay, hold on. Almost there. I've almost figured it out. I think something like that. We're getting there. Also, maybe we just do that. I'm trying to think how that would make sense on the opposite side. I'm not good at anatomy. Especially when it comes to weird interdimensional chaos bugs. This is also flipped. Wait. Yeah, it's the wrong way. In worst case, look at beetle wings for reference. I kind of did, and then I wasn't getting exactly what I wanted, but I think that's it. That's it right there. For real this time. Because it doesn't need to be super complex either, because it's the style of my game is not, it's just not complex. Just art-wise. Oh, we need to give him his little eyeballs. He's gonna be looking more at his food. Num 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 num. Yeah, good point. Definitely. The problem is the beetle references are all like pinned ones, like where they're like pinned beetles, versus what I was looking for was like half opened. Maybe I was just looking up the wrong thing, but I think his eyes are a little close together, maybe. Yeah, try flying beetle takeoff. Yeah, that's probably what I should have done. I was like, beetle with wings open. I think I'm happy enough with it now. Anyway, what do we think of this little guy? Do we like him? Oh, I guess he needs a back leg, because you should be able to see that from here. But other than that, I think that's like you should be able to see like that. My perspective isn't perfect, and I won't lie to myself and say that it is, but I'm happy enough with him. Kind of weird little grubby guy. All right, now let's put in these lines. I guess actually I am going to include that. So I'm thinking of making his wings transparent. Actually, we're gonna do this a little bit thinner because it's farther away. I'm trying to decide if I want to do line art for these little guys or just make them. I guess I should look at what I did in other visuals. I think I just do it. I don't think I need to do line art. Because when you're looking at something like, of course it just opens on the other screen, like World Ender. A lot of that, I mean, there's some of it that's lined, but some of it that isn't, like in the background. Like these little guys, or this one had line art, but that was just because I was lazy in copying and pasting. Some of these don't look nearly as good without the thing on it. Anyway. All right. We'll add all the other little guys in post. So I think what I want to do, I guess I'll add line art for the little corn he's eating. There we go. Okay. But after this, we'll probably trying to see how long we've been going. 1 hour and a half already. My plan was to get to some of the actual mechanics, but my brain wasn't quite all there to start the day. But honestly, I think we can probably pretty quickly color this. I should put the sketch up top now. Now we're gonna color stuff in. Huzzah. Hey, it's fine. Side drawing takes time. Yeah, for sure. Agreed. All right, we want sort of, I think I want him like to be a dark purpley color, kind of like that. You know, we're just gonna do it by hand. Do the color layer beneath. Let's get this guy. Oh, hi. I built my cat. I don't know if I said this on stream yet before, but I built her a little catio, a little like spot she can go out on and go outside, even though she's an indoor cat. So she's got like a little porch she can go onto, and she just came in from there, and so I said hi. If you're wondering why I just yelled hi to myself. Fun, yeah. It's kind of nice because then she doesn't like bother me to open the window when it's 93 degrees out. It's the real plus of it all. It's a win-win, really. wonder if that's too dark of a color. I almost want it to be... So Carpentry secondary channel win. Honestly, one of my friends keeps telling me I need to do that kind of stuff. Because I do, like, a lot of... not even just carpentry, but, like, building stuff. I know I showed, like, my helmet and stuff before. Like, this guy I made, this is out of resin and, what's it called? I cast and mold. I sculpted it, casted it, and molded it. So that's one of my creations there. But yeah, so I do a lot of like hands-on buildy stuff, but in like I'm pointing at the wrong spot. Here, I'll just show you. Because the coolest part about this guy is the lighting here. There you go. I need to set it up. Like, I need to actually build it, but you can actually see there's actually a face in the tinted inside of it. So like when it turns off, it looks like the screen is off, and then when it's on, it's on. So but yeah. Hey, your name beats creations, so you could get away with more than just game creation content. Yeah, for sure. That's definitely true. My only worry is just like, it's kind of hard to make like a really broad span to content, just because people get like, not weird, but they, you know, they'll follow you for a specific thing. Thankfully, I mean, so far, like I actually did a poll today on YouTube. It's like, what kind of content do you watch me for? Like Soul, Armies against Entropy, or like whatever I make. And a good percentage is like, whatever you make, we don't care. So, yeah, I probably could do other stuff, but it's really hard to get like a brand when you if you just make a bunch of different stuff. And I mean, I'd be open to doing other stuff, but I think I just kind of have to establish myself first is the biggest thing. Truly get focused on one thing, which is part of a joke with a second channel, so you get the perspective. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so if I had to do, yeah, I'd probably do a second channel if I did other stuff, but this isn't working. I need to like redraw these lines in like a different color. I also think this little guy's too dark. I kind of want him like a little bit different of a color. Let's play around with it. I want a little bit more blue and a little bit more visible, like that. That just changed everything. There we go. Like that, maybe? Feels too saturated. There, like that. It'll look better once I change the ground, but I like doing the build things on main. Sorry. If you do, maybe keep it related to the worlds of your games. Like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah, no, totally. I think that could be kind of cool. I've been thinking about doing like lore videos and stuff for my games. And yeah, I definitely did consider like maybe making like you know, sort of soul content and that kind of stuff. I think eventually like I can get big, like if I get big enough, which is the goal, it's gonna be more about like me than it is about the games, if that makes sense. Like that's just like how channels are, right? Like if you like the person, eventually they'll just do whatever and you're like, okay, I'll just watch you for that. So that is the, you know, the ultimate goal of being a streamer, YouTuber, whatever. So in theory, eventually I could do whatever. But who knows how that will go exactly, but... But we'll see. We'll see where life takes me. It's hard to honestly... Part of the other reason I don't do, you know, carpentry or whatever else is because it is hard to focus on more than one thing as well. That is a... just yet another... another challenge to figure out. I want this to be like a really purpley dark color. There we go. Actually, I just need this color, but darker. There we go. Why does that not seem... Oh, because it's... Yeah, fine. It's whatever. There we go. There we go. But yeah, I think yeah, at some point I'll do buildy stuff, but I think that's a ways off. Used to be my career though. I used to I worked at a prop shop at one of my jobs, and then the job previous to that I worked at a materials distributor that sold like silicones, urethanes, epoxies, that kind of stuff to the movie business. So and among like a lot of other things, but that was my job. All right, now I want kind of this wheat sort of color, but I want it darker. Maybe even darker than that. sort of like dead crop color. I probably should consider the side of the card too, like down here, because that's gonna need some detail. But yeah, I kind of do wonder how doing like physical build stuff would work as far as like popularity, if it would do better than game design. I wouldn't be totally surprised if it did, but because like game development kind of doesn't get a great they don't get great metrics necessarily for YouTube, but it's kind of hard to say. I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking of doing like a trailer video for this game, like sort of a I don't know, like an animation. Thought that could be kind of cool. This color, maybe a bit darker, maybe a bit redder. I think that's what our ground is going to be. It's going to be more like, it's got to be darker than that. I kind of I'm gonna have to reference some of my other ones here real quick. So let's bring up Abyssal Horde. Yeah, there's kind of a lot of this like bluish ground, which I think is what I'm gonna go with. Let me double check some of these other ones. Like Ravager, it's a little bit browner. Maybe we'll steal that color. This color. Okay, yeah, I think that's fine. And then we need to select this back layer here. So we do that. And that's not what we want to do. Add that to the selection. I'm trying to decide if I want to do like the red, the like pinky red sky, or if we want to do the sort of teal. Those are the kind of two options we have for the bad guys. Because like, I guess a lot of monster cards don't have the tealish color on them. It's mostly the monster, or the like spells and stuff. Yeah, I guess it's more spells, but I mean, you got like this, or the Chaos Gate. Maybe try doing some of the teal, see what it looks like. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put this on a separate layer. And that way, we can do cool stuff like this. And then if we want to change it, we can just fill this in. And honestly, I think the teal is gonna look, or the pink is gonna look better. Starting to come together. Okay, I do want to add like these little guys. Again, I'm gonna do just little scribbles of them. Doesn't look like I'm doing much right now, but in theory I am. The background might be a little too purple to see them properly, but I guess this one, well, I guess this layer just should be like here. All right, let's see what it looks like. Yeah. I guess I gotta kind of add Bradley, yo. I can't believe you'd make more monsters. Sorry, I got zoned out real there for a bit. I know, right? This is the one that we talked about, the little the one that eats land. I have decided to name it the Blight Mite. It's so cute. Ooh. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with it. Can we put this above line art? Yeah, there we go. Maybe I do want the sky to be more, because I want these little guys to show up. It's supposed to be like a swarm of them. So maybe oh god. So maybe what I do want to do is make it so they appear more. So maybe I will make it a teal background. I don't know, we'll see. I think that might be better. Yeah, these things won't be cute when they start eating your all your resources. That is when they won't be cute. Why? Why am I drawing on the wrong layer? There you go, fill out your bingo card again. My swamps. As long as they don't target my swamps. I did nerf swamps. I did get rid of their passive unit gen because I think that was too powerful. But I mean, they have the capability to target your swamps, I'll tell you that. Polyex? There we go. Don't mind me watching, trying to get better at art for my own game. Also, hi. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I appreciate you stopping by. What kind of art you working on? I'd love to hear about it. What did Bradley say? Oh yeah, that's honestly fair. Yeah, they were too powerful. They had too much unit gen anyway. I'm making a tower defense game. Okay, cool. Very, very cool. Trying to go more medieval themed. Nice. Yeah, this is sort of a there's a bit of medievalness. It's just also there's weird chaos creatures. I guess medieval being more like fantasy, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, I love tower defense games. Me too. Balloons, man. Know what I'm saying? Blondes. That's not what I meant to do. The genre needs a complete overhaul IMO, especially for higher difficulty levels. And ultimately, my ultimate goal is to make something that appeals to all levels of players. Casuals, veterans, about to say veterinarians, veterans, etc. Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, yeah, balloons definitely needs like when I was playing that a lot, the higher levels were boring, for sure. But yeah, I can get that. I can get behind that. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I think this is cool. Does this look okay? How are we feeling about the art? You like this little guy? Have you ever heard of Ember Ward? I don't think I have either. It's weirdly... Oh, okay, there we go. Let's make it a little bit more like that, a little bit more like that. I'm outsourcing my music to some random college nerd. He's insane. That sounds awesome. I can dig that. Currently, my game isn't... My game's just... It's not digital at all, so... There is no music. So, I don't really have to worry about that right now, but... That said... Actually, maybe I just do this as like a multiply layer. Does that do something for me? Yeah. But eventually it will be digital, and then it will be a problem for me. But yeah, no, I definitely have a lot of experience. Well, not experience, but I've no coding experience, but I'm definitely very. I try to involve myself a lot in the indie game dev community in general. So. He's a voice actor though. I'm using Unity to make my game. What engine do you plan on using, or rather, what platform do you planning on using to release on? Okay, so I mean, currently my I think I definitely do want to learn coding at some point. Currently, I am basically working on a prototype. The way I'm doing it is you could call my game engine, quote unquote, this program. This is Dexterous. Basically, what it lets you do is you can put in input, you basically build templates, and then you can use a spreadsheet to make all your cards, and it auto-populates all your cards. And I've been playing everything in Tabletop Simulator. Obviously, it's impossible to monetize on Tabletop Simulator unless you get them to make a mod for you, or be one of the mods that you can, like a DLC mod. But currently this is what I'm doing. Once I get like a working prototype, I think then I'll probably pick a game engine. I honestly don't know what I want to use. There's a lot of reasons, back and forth for different to pick different ones. Part of me wants to do Unreal for a few reasons. One is because Blueprint system seems like it would work with my dyslexic brain. And I kind of also like a lot of the, I like that it has potential video applications as well, because I do YouTube stuff and like video creation and that kind of stuff, so that's appealing to me. But on the other hand, hi, come here, say hi to Chad. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh, Unity seems cool just because, it feels like it's better for like mobile optimization, that kind of stuff, because that might be something I get into. But Obviously, there's the whole debacle about that, so shrug. And then, yeah, I know. Hi. And then, of course, there's Godot. Okay, bye. Goodbye. Let's see. What do you say? Coding isn't that hard to learn, by the way. There's a ton of free resources out there that can teach you pretty fast depending on language you want to use. Yeah, no, for sure. Honestly, and I'm not too scared of coding. It's just, I haven't gotten to it yet. There's just so many things to learn. I'm thinking Godot might be preferable. I mean, it seems like anyone who was using Unity went to Godot. More so than what's it called? Unreal. For some reason, I always get Unreal and Godot confused, but yes, that was Luna, my cat. Let's see. I think I actually want to add eyes to these little guys. I don't know if I completely finished my train of thought, but yeah. That's the main thing. Yeah, so right now I'm like, I kind of want to do a physical version, but of my game, but I also definitely could see. I mean, I want to do both, you know, if possible. But yeah, currently I'm just making a prototype that, you know, once it all works, in theory I'll just have a working game and I can just go in and just make it. So all I have to learn is how to code it and not how to, you know, and it's a relatively simple game. Some of the interactions might be complex, but, oh God, I'm so sorry about the strobing. Why is it doing that? Sorry. We're good. We're good, guys. We're good. Can we turn this to multiply? I feel like that might look cooler. No, not really. All right, that's fine. Okay, I think some of these guys just look a little jagged. Need to erase some stuff here. Clean them up a little bit. I think part of what I can do is just take honestly, maybe just transparency isn't quite what I'm looking for. I think maybe just taking this color, do this, and do like, I think these little guys need to go below here, and then do this. So they look like they fade into the background a bit more. But yeah, no, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I think Godot is definitely a good option if you're at least it seems like from what I know from the game dev community. It definitely seems like a very solid option. A lot of people are using it, especially in indie game dev. So it seems like a solid choice. Alright, what I really need to do, because I think it's just bothering me now, is shade our little friend here. Let's group that. What's this? It's line art. This, multiply. That's not what I want to do. Okay. A little shading does wonders. I think the stuff on top here looks weird though. Oh, it's just knocked over my water. Want a tiny bit of glow from his wings here. Maybe from his eyes too. And then probably on the ground as well. He also is gonna need a shadow to kind of ground him. That's not what I meant to do. Let's do this first. Shadow's too dark. Keep doing that. Drawing on the wrong layer. What else is new? How are we looking? How's everything looking? Do we like it? Do we hate it? Love him? Cool. I think I need to make it so like the land gets, well, first of all, I keep forgetting to I got distracted with explaining how my software works, so I need to do the rest of this. I think these crops are too, where are they? This layer. I think it's too bright for everything else. I kind of want to do... I want like a darker color though. I kind of like the blue-gray look. Very dark blue. I think something like that. I think I also want to make it so these fields get kind of darker and bluer as they go into the sunset, as it were. I guess kind of more like green, maybe. I don't know. We're about to find out. Green is the wrong color. I guess I just need this color but darker. Like this color, I guess. Trying to decide how I feel about the composition as a whole. I think I need to do a little bit more here, but this. I think I don't like this. I need to make it more of a different color. Stop. I feel like it's a little busy, and part of it might be I just need to take everything and move it more like there. I kind of need to do rule thirds, right? Like he should be on the thirds. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna group this whole thing. A wee bit of scaling. Okay, that's better. And honestly, I feel like Maybe. Hear me out. Just make the ground a little darker. I'm liking the composition. I just feel like it's missing something, and I'm not entirely certain what that is yet. I think maybe making our little background bugs look a little, like they're glowing a bit. This looks like a darker. Is this? This is too much. What we should do, we can turn it up and then just erase it for the closer ones. And maybe the other thing we can do is just sort of a glow here. I get that nice pinkier color in there. That's looking nicer. I'm liking that. And actually, one thing I forgot to do is I kind of want this guy to have a little bit of a like a little drool almost. Like just a really bright. That is the wrong brush. There we go. I like more like the eye color. No, this might actually just be on the top layer. Okay. Like that, maybe. Might be a little overboard. Maybe went a little too far. There we go. I think the last thing is maybe just a vignette and then call it good. A little bitty bit of a vignette. Like that. All right, what do we think? Good? Does it need anything? Am I missing anything? feel like I could keep tweaking stuff, but... Tweaking stuff obviously can always go overboard. Actually, I guess I can do a little bit. I'm gonna do a tiny bit more shading. Just gonna go on up here, do this, and just give it some light contours. Forgot to do that. Multiply. Okay, I think that's it. I think we're done. I think we did it. I think that's the bug. I think I got a purple splotch on here somewhere, and I don't know how I got it there. It's like weird purple splotch on his wing. Ah. There we go. Cool. All right, we will save him out. Export. Oh, wait, we need to remove that. It always looks so much less good without the border on it, but that's okay. Export PNG. This is not the stuff. This is other things. We want to go to Armies against Entropy. We want to go to art. We want to go to... Man, I can't remember file paths to save my life. Beautiful. You're beautiful, Bradley. You're beautiful. I don't know, I was so aggressive about that, but you know, you can deal with it. Okay. Now we go to Dexterous. And what we can do is we can... So the cool thing is you can go to Images, AE, Art, Monsters. So now we can import... Of course, it's in the wrong thing. Armies against Entropy. Art. Card art. Monsters. Monsters. We want our little Blight Mite. Open. Upload. Did that even work? Yeah, it did. Okay, so now I can, the cool thing is you can copy the image path, and then I can go into here We got our Blight Might now. What I can do is I can paste it into card art here. And then, in theory, this might actually break the current version of whatever in Tabletop Simulator, but you know what? Everyone can deal. That's how I feel. Not really, but let's see CSVs. Make it so. Close. And look at that. There it is. There's the finished card. A very scary one attack, attacks weakest lands creature. And I think this really should change the balance of the game, honestly. At least a bit. I think it's definitely going to affect it a lot. Good balancing for sure. Yeah, because it's like one of those things that you have to like prepare for. I mean, you can count cards, but there will be two of these little guys in the deck. So, trying to debate if I want to work on the death effects right away. Because I had a, let's save this. Don't need these open anymore. I had been thinking about this. I've been trying to figure out how to balance each, trying to figure out death effects and trying to figure out what the most powerful thing, you know, player can have. I was kind of thinking about going through like, you know, what you're gonna get for killing a shade, what you're gonna get for, you know, killing an abyssal horde and that kind of thing. But I guess now that we have our tier list, this is gonna be a lot easier. I'll put these in here for now. Just boop and boop. So we got our tier list. So I actually might do that. I've been thinking about streaming longer lately anyway, because I like it. So we're gonna do that, even though my brain, you know, shuts down. All right, shade. What can we do for a shade? Because my worry with shade is they're so weak, at least in our tier list, that I don't know what what sort of power we can even, like, what sort of death effect we can even give them to be like weak enough to actually be a reward, you know? Because right now they give 1 unit back, which is like, okay, they may as well give nothing, I almost feel like. And maybe that's just what we do. It's just they don't give anything back. They're just too weak to even give anything back. So I think I'm gonna start with that. You know, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, why not? Shade. Let's pull this up like this. Is that like visually pleasing? It's okay. F? No. You think it seems fair to, yeah, remove it? Yeah. Whatever, let's do it this way. Alright, shade gonna have no death effect. Alright, we said Ravager and Abyssal Horde are on about the same level. Right now we have Abyssal Horde destroy 4 minions. That's way too many, I think. I think, honestly, destroy 1 minion is probably enough. And honestly, I might even consider just doing the same death effect for the Ravager. Because that's kind of what I did. Originally, it was like destroy a card controlled by the old god, but it was like, why is that it? This way, at least for the Abyssal Horde, it makes sense, because like they're spawning minions. So it like kind of undoes what they do unless you leave them unchecked. I could potentially, maybe for Ravager, I could see maybe giving units for Ravager. I kind of want to avoid I want to, no, Ravager seems too weak to have give units. I kind of want to avoid giving units to what was my train of thought there? I want to avoid giving units as much as I can, because it's like you kill them and then you get units back. Feels weird. So I want to avoid especially giving it back to the heroes, because I feel like giving units back to heroes feels weird. I feel like the ones where like you kill something and gives units to your land or your structures, that feels good, because it can like prep you for your next turn. But giving units to your heroes, I think, feels bad. So not necessarily bad. It feels good for the player, but I think it's too good, you know? That makes sense, yeah. All right, who's next? So we'll just do 1 minion for these two for now. Nethermuck. I feel like them giving a card draw is a lot. Well, I guess you just fortify up for the lands. Yeah, that's fair. The other thing I want to do too is I want to make it more cooperative if possible. So like, rather than making it, if it's not like destroying something of the old gods, I do want it to be giving, like for example, Nethermuck's card draw. I kind of want it to, like, maybe not for the Nethermuck, but I kind of want, like, when you kill something, it's going to give benefits to both players. I guess Rift Spawner is a good example. So, like, each player draws 1 card, right? Rather than it being the person who kills it draws a card, because I don't want necessarily it to be the person who's ahead gets more ahead. I kind of want to help balance out both players. But I almost feel like I do like the idea of doing more card draw. I just don't know if Nethermuck feels appropriate for giving more card draw. Because Nethermuck is like almost you want to kill it because of its death effect. It's like, oh, I need card draw. Let me kill it twice real quick and get 2 cards. Yeah, I am getting quite sleepy. Quite a sleepy boy. Oh, maybe we'll call it soon, but Let me at least just like tackle some of the ones I know I won't be doing for sure. Let's see here. Like, for example, sorry, I keep accidentally closing my stuff here. I didn't mean to do that. But for example, did I close YouTube? Oh, there it is. The Void Stalker, I don't think that should destroy a structure. It definitely shouldn't be that. It's nice, but I feel like that's too powerful to just be able to destroy a whole structure for killing a 5 power level creature. Yeah, I keep thinking about the idea of doing a separate attack and defense for creatures. Because like I was thinking about Ravager, I'm like, oh, I could just make them like really high health, but then they just attack really weakly. And it's like, then do you just deal with that, or do you just like let it live, you know? So it kind of like brings more of a choice, but anyway, that was just a random thought. Destroy structures controlled by a structure controlled by the old god. That's just too powerful. Honestly, I'm just gonna delete that. I like the simplicity of power level. Yeah, me too. I suppose if I really wanted a card like that, I could just have it like a power level 15, and then I just give it a base effect of like, this card attacks for 1 instead of 15 or something. And then it's just a specific card like that, and then I don't have to mess with power level innately or whatever. All right, what do we think a death effect for Void Stalker should be? I mean, it does attack structures. So in theory, it could be, you know, reducing your amount of units. Yeah, I almost think like monsters should maybe be more based on like card draw or what if it's like players may play a I guess like I was about to say each player may play a card. That also feels pretty strong. We'll do it for now. God, I don't know if that each player is too strong though. Why did I do everything? Each player may pull. Is play capitalize a card? Actually, it's because a lot of these are capitalized. Immediately. I can't spell it right now. That may have even been right. Let's see. Immediately. Yeah, that was the problem with leaving this till the end, is because I get more dyslexic. You know what? I think to make it let's say a structure. Because if they, if they have one, it just feels like it's worded poorly, but it's okay for now. I think it just needs to be worded the other way. If the players have a structure in their hand, they may play it immediately. That still sounds weird, but we'll come back to it. Chaos Worm. I think, how high up on the list did we say Chaos Worm was? Kind of mediocre. They can play a hero. I think that's fair. You defeat it, they draw 3 whatever, and then you get to play a hero. I think that makes sense. All right, I think we're gonna do one more and then we're gonna be done. Maybe we just get through the monsters. Yeah, Abyssal Horde, destroy minion. Did we do all these? Yeah, and then Shade, we just decided doesn't deserve to be able to kill things. Oh, Blightmite. We need to add one for the Blightmite. I don't want it to be like Adeland, because I think that's too strong. I don't think it should be like Destroy Land. Thing is, the Blightmite is really weak, but it's just kind of there to be like, dead land. I think units are actually okay here. Player gains 2 units on a land of their choice. There we go. It's definitely a higher reward, but they're also scary, so. Okay, well, we got the monsters done. Minions obviously don't have one. We got the Blightmite finished, so that's cool. We'll go through all the lands and structures later, I think, and then yeah, I think that's basically, we'll maybe do that next time, or maybe I'll do it in my spare time, because I do want to push this update out, get some playtesting done with it. So anyway, y'all, I'm getting sleepy, so I think it's time for bed for me. Or at least to end my day. I don't think I'm doing a stream this weekend. I do have playtesting up on my Discord server, so if you do want to play the game with me specifically, yeah, you can sign up for that. There's basically a little thing. You click the day that you're free, and then typically I'm going to try to do it at 7 EST. 7 p.m. EST, but if something else works better for y'all, you can just let me know. So yeah, anyway, thank you all for joining me as per always. It means a lot, and yeah, I will see you all I guess Wednesday. Yep. All right, keep saluting. All right, bye guys.